Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so yesterday we started to improve the fingers here. And today we're going to continue. Let's see if we can finish the gloves. Finally we have the left arm completed, okay? So let's get started. Okay, we already have all these fingers. Let's continue with this one. Okay, I think that that's all that we need to do for now. For the I don't know. Let me fix this. Okay, I was saying that this is all now that we have to do for the fingers. We're going to come back later. Now let's try to create the globes here. Also, let me see if this is on the new... no, I have to move this to the collection, to the new collection. Left hand, this is on left hand, right? Yes. And now let's start creating the globe. First, let's try to fix a little bit this. Okay, let's see. And of course, let me do a remesh here. So I think that just in case this one. That's too much. Let's go back 0.05. 0.03. I am looking at this value here, the faces and vertices. Okay. Now we can start polishing all the details. Let me see if I can. I have a good example for this. Okay, let's say that we have like the globe, this part And here also we have here a division. I think that this is too much for the hand, too much. Hello, welcome to Makito. Let me check. Yes, I can see that. Thanks for coming. No, very good, very good. Look, you had a good level of topology. I was thinking that this was maybe too much. Okay, now we have to fix these parts. We have to cover, but trying to keep like that this is part of the design of the globe. Hello friend, welcome. We are working on the globes here. This is I think the final part of the hand, of the arm, but it is a bit difficult because I am just creating this right now. I have no idea. I have some references, but we are creating this here with you all. Okay, I think that it is a good. I forgot about this one. Okay, now let's check the references. Okay, I can see something here. For example, I like this part. Can create that here, and that goes up. Okay, let's think. Something like this I want. So look at this. We can create something like that goes here. But it has to make sense. So let me think. It can cover this part, but how it is going to work? When I move my fingers, when I close my fingers, it's going to look really good. But when I open my fingers, so it is going to be made by two pieces, I think, like this. Yes, we can use something like this. Okay, let's try something like that. Now let's create that part here. It is going to be made up by two pieces. The first one like here, and when we move like that, okay, let me go first with this one. Let me check something very quick. Okay, so this is what we are going to do to not make this very difficult. Maybe let's try to do this. Okay, so I'm going to create a sphere, then a backup. Let's try to do the thing that we always do. Cube, subdivision surface, 2, 3. Let's go with this one. And then we go to here. Made it completely round. And I am not going to need this part. Then I am going to, no, I am not going to need this part. Okay, in this part, I'm going to leave it for now, like that. Okay, let's check. I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to duplicate it, separate that, remove it to make it a little bit bigger, and here I'm going to delete this part. Okay, so let's try to create something like this. Let's make this smaller. And I am going to play between this design and this design. The thing is that this sphere, or maybe a kind of sphere, half sphere that I'm going to transform in another shape, is going to act like the cover for my knuckle here, and this is going to cover part of my knuckle and part of the finger, like this part. So when my fingers, let's say, like they close, yes, my hand close like this, it is going to move here. And when my hands are open, like this one for example, it is going to move back, but it is still be completely like the system is going to work. It is going to rotate like in this axis. Something like that is what I have in mind. So now that we have the idea, let's try to play to create something that follows the finger shape, but also this shape that we already have here for the hawk, for the boots, that follows like the claws of the hawk. So let's see, let me think. Let's try first to create, maybe we should use less polygons. Yes, I think that we should use less polygons. Let me delete this first so I can work with mirror here, and let's click this. I think that we can delete some polygons here and the same design. Okay, here. No, pues 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Dissolve edges. Okay. Now let's try to transform something like that. Also here, I forgot about this one. So something like this. Okay, that is going to follow something like that. Close that. Here I made a mistake. Do that the other way. I think that I did the same. Okay, I think that music is stopped, so I'll go for some water, okay? I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Is because of the mirror modifier. So something like this is what I wanted for the knuckles here. Okay, I think that this one is ready. I really like this part. Maybe I should rotate it a little bit more to this side and then move it out. Like that. Okay, I think that this one is ready. So I am going to copy the subdivision the same as this one. course, let's select this part and we're going to what else can we do here? Try to no, I think that it is good. Let me check the boots. Maybe I know what to do. I know what else we can do. Just like that. Now for this one, let's use a solidify. Remember also something very important. I think that this is going to change what I did. That was the thing that I don't like. But by applying the scale, let me save here, okay? I really like this design. Just scale, but now it changed a lot. Let me see if no, that is not going to help. Okay, we should just have only to decrease this, so we are good. Maybe let me just increase a little bit more. Okay, we are good now. Now this part I have solidified, but of course that I need to apply a scale. I'm going to apply more scale. I think that was too much. Yes, this one was enough. Maybe we don't need to solidify. Maybe we can close this part. Can do that instead of using solidify. Okay. I think that we don't need this to be like that. We can just move it close to the close to the other point, the same to this one. Can leave those like that. Okay, now we have to close this part, and to make it in the right way I have to let me delete this face, or maybe let me just let me no, we're going to do it like this. Subdivide, subdivide. Subdivide. You can leave it like that. We're good with the face orientation. And now let me copy. I don't want to use the I don't want to copy the modifiers exactly as we have here because I have a mirror modifier. Maybe we can no, because I'm going to delete this part. Okay, let's do it. Mirror, I said mirror. Look. Cannot have my mirror modifier. Sorry. What I did. I have to select this one, not mirror. Okay, now we are good. Okay. First, this part, one, and the other part here with one. Check. I like it, but I think that we miss something. Maybe, for example, here we can do the same here. And select these parts, or maybe no, not here. No, yes. Let's see. Okay, I like it. What do you think about it? Let's move it to the other parts of the globe. Sure. Okay, now let's place it, let's move it in the right position. For example, here. And then we have to rotate it like here. And we can move it a little bit more to the outside. We're going to do that using this one as a reference, okay? Okay, so you can see here that it changed a lot, so we have to move this to the outside. And also, let me first move it in the right place. Now I think that it is way better. Sorry, that was global. Let's change it to local, like that. And now I think that it is like in the right place. But now our design is not good. So let's select the back part. I think that this and this. These three parts. And I am going to move that local out. Let me try to do this. I'm going to select all of these parts. Okay. I am going to select. Let me see if I can do what I am having in my mind. And individual origins. And then move that in Y. I think that there was another way to do this. I don't remember, but there should be something here. No, I cannot do that. Individual origins should be the right, because no, in edit mode that is not working, I think. So no, I have to do this again. First move it like that. Not only that, I think that we should select everything. Maybe first that. Like here, and then we can select all of these parts like this. So let's try that. I'm going to select this and move it in the backup collection. This one too. And backup. And now this new design I'm going to, for example, move it here. Sorry about that. Look, I like it. I can even leave at the same size these pieces. So when I close, this is going to move like this, and this one is going to move close. Even now it is here. I think that this is all that I can move, like back my finger. There is no way to move it even back, more back. So I think that this design is good. And when I move it to the front, then we are going to have something like that. Let's check it very quickly. If we have to move it to the front, then we're going to have something, look, back, it is going to cover that. And to the front, look, it has a very good design. Back, so like this, and like this, like this, and like this, like this, and like this. So I think that we created a really good design. Now let's cover the rest of the fingers, and I think that I'm going to use this one because the only, we can use this one. I was going to say that the only that is using the back version is the other one, is only this one. Let me rotate it a little bit more, because look, it was too much. Like that. Sorry. Global indication. Okay. I think that it is in the right position, but maybe not that like that. Let me por eso. Rotate it a little bit here. Okay, like that. Then what else we can do here? Course, I want to rotate it a little bit out. Maybe this is a sign that I should just have to rotate it side like that. There. Okay, and you can see that we placed that in the right position. Let me hide these spheres. Let me... Okay, look at this beautiful design for the globes, for the knuckles. I really like it. Now, what do we have to do now? So we can now like sculpt a little bit. That. Hello, welcome. Welcome. And now it makes sense with the rest of the costume here, with the rest of the armor. Look at that. I really love this design. Let's... Okay, here, I think that here we don't need something like this. Let me see if this character has another design. Also, let's start working on this design of the globes in this part. And I have an idea. For example, to make the globe, I want something like this. But let me show you something. Something like this. I want something like this. That it is going to cover until almost her bicep, half of her bicep. The globe is going to cover all of this part, but we can do something else. Instead of, because the most common, maybe the idea that I have right now is to divide. That is something that it is the most the first idea that you are going to have, to divide here the arm and then try to create something like that. But what if we don't do that and we try to recreate? I mean, we can play with some kind of design that is going to make us believe that the arm is already divided, and we have here the globe and here we have the arm. I don't know if you got the idea. So let's say that I want to create something like that. So I'm going to, here with retopology, with modeling, I'm going to create a design here and then a design here in the other part, and maybe we can divide. But instead of doing that, then we can start sculpting here like this is a globe. That is the idea that I have. And then we can continue working on these parts with no problem. For this part, I want something like this. Let me see if I have another reference. No, not like this one, like this, and also like this, but it is not going to be armor, it is going to be just the same material of this one, like leather. Let's say that this is leather, so that we can make the connection between those parts. So let's start working on something like for that part. Let me think, what can we add here? Maybe we can let's use a plane. Maybe let me use this. I am going to see what we have here, and I am going to just duplicate this part. Let me duplicate this and separate it, the full selection. Here I am going to delete all of these parts just for now. I mean the width, and also I'm going to disable the modifiers. And now I am not going to work with shrink wrap, because as you can see we have two separated pieces here, so I am going to work with the volume here with this one. Let's create something like this. Going to also we have a design, but I think that we are not going to use that transformation. We're not going to need that transformation, but just in case, I move it closer to the hand and to the arm. And let's start working on this. It is selecting the hand. No, it is not selecting the hand. Why don't you select the hand? It is selecting like the arm. I don't know why. I am using... sorry, it was face. My bad. Okay, now we have that part here. Let me use more the other design, this one, so we can see that we're going to need... Okay, let's create the base shape, the basic shape. We're going to use something like that. Then we create another edge here. These three. Yes, these three parts. And that's all. Now let's move. But I am going to I'm going to have problems here, because here is my arm. But to solve that, we can use the shrink wrap, and this part of the shrink wrap we're going to select and move that to a group of vertices here, and then we're going to adjust that part to be affected with the shrink wrap modifier, so there's no need to hide this part. Okay, let me just select this and let me move that here like this, and this part these points, I'm going to create a new vertex group, this, and I'm going to modifiers and shrink wrap. Where is the shrink wrap? And deform, here. I'm going to select this part, and the vertex group, this. Okay, so now I can continue working just more here to cover this part. We're going to move it, or we're going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to completely cover this part. Then we can move this with no problem, because we already solved that. And here I can play with, I can continue using this one here. But remember that these parts are not perfect, so for now we're going to just deal with that. Let me see the solidify, what we have with the solidify. To move it to 1. Okay, just to see. And you can see here that I am going to need to move it a little bit to the outside, and that's okay. Maybe 1 is too much. Let's use 1, but with the offset in 0. So we are going to have 0.5 and 0.5, and yes, that is better. Okay, something like that. But you can see that the hand and the arm are not perfect. So what we have to do now is to maybe we should join this, now I am thinking about joining this part. Because I really need this to be, like merge, so I can work on the design on this part. Let me think if there is no other way, or maybe we just have to start just changing the position of this. I think that the hand is good. The one that we should start maybe changing a little bit is this part of the arm. Let me mark here the division with to have a reference here. So now I can start like working in this part and make it a little bit better. Just be careful. We don't want to change a lot because we already create the other parts based on this design. Remember that. It is better. It is better. Let me see. What do we have to change here? This is part of the... okay, I understand. This is part of the hand, that's why... yes, okay, let's change that. And as you can see, now it makes a little bit... it is a little bit better. The only thing that we should be careful is that we change this, and we don't want to change that a lot because we already apply all the modifiers. We can make some small changes, and I think that we have to make some changes. Let's see. No, I already applied the transformation. So we can, like this part, let me select the part that I want. Okay, from this one to this one, or maybe this one to this one. Okay, those parts I am going to move that like a little bit down, like that. Maybe that was too much. Yes, I think that no, we're good with that. Also, let me add another edge there. And now we have to... I already applied the... because I wanted to... okay. No, don't worry. I transformed this into a mesh, but no, I was saying that maybe we transform that back into a curve and then made all those changes, but no, I think that we can work with this. Let's see. Okay, first something like this, and then a little bit like that, and now this one, a little bit down, this one, this part, move it a little bit. Now we are good. And this one, let's return it really careful. No, my bad. I have to move this one a little bit out, and this one a little bit down, and also out. And now we have a good design. I think that it is better. It is really good. We can play with this design here. Like that. Okay, let's change let's say that I use this as reference. Because this is all for today. It is a lot of work, especially because we are testing different techniques. Maybe on the next streaming I'm going to end up joining these parts. So the things that we have to do now is try to create a design for the globes. We're going to use a lot of curves here to make some kind of divisions. Also here I'm going to make some divisions here to make it a little bit realistic. These parts I'm going to of course improve this part that is only going to be letter, and then I have to create the design here for the end of the globe. Or maybe we should leave it like that. Let's see. If the idea that I have is not good, maybe we just leave it like the globe is in here. But I want to try to create something cute, something special here. And that's all. We're using a lot of time to make this because, as I already told you, we are creating this from this is an original design. So that's the most difficult part when you are creating this kind of characters. Okay, so let me place this for the thumbnail of today. Like that. Okay, so this is all for today, friends. Remember that we continue with Blender streamings on Monday because tomorrow, Friday and Saturday nights, we have our gaming streaming nights. We're going to continue playing Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. It is a short expansion sequel of the Doom 3 game that we already completed. So tomorrow we continue with that. And that's all. Please, if you're new in this channel, remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, and leave a comment below. Believe me that helps me. That all of those things help me a lot. And I will appreciate that. I will know that you really like this content and this is useful for you. So I will say that I can continue doing this. You can follow me on social media accounts. Please follow me on social media accounts: X, Instagram, and TikTok. I am uploading my portfolio and also things about 3D and games. If you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can you can contact me with my email there, Francois Arco, or you can find me on Upwork, the same username. You can find me online with the same username. So you have everything on my YouTube page, all the links. If you want figures like this one for your collection, or maybe assets for your games and animations, you can go visit my online stores, Turbo Squid for 3D modeling, Cults 3D for 3D sculpting, and CG Trader where you have everything, sculpting and modeling. Also, I am finishing my missile, my low poly version of the AIM 9L Sidewinder, a weapon, a missile used by the Tomcat, I think, Tomcat F-14, I think that is the model of the airplane from the movie Top Gun. I am creating, I just create that missile because I want to try different techniques of textures. I was trying new things for textures. Now it was a lot of work because I have to make a lot of research trying to find the details for that, and also trying to keep with low poly, below 50,000 polygons. So I'm going to upload that, and I'm going to play with some animation with VFX. I'm going to try some VFX animations with that missile, and that's also I'm going to add some bones just to practice animation to rigging to move the wings and some parts of the missile. It is not necessary, but I want to practice, and I want to upload all of those files. I'm going to upload that to TurboSquid and in this case, because it's 3D modeling, TurboSquid and CG Trader. So when I finish that, I'll upload and I will share that with you here on YouTube as a post, of course. Also, if you want me maybe to create some kind of content telling maybe the stories behind those models, for example, the Celtic weapons that I already created, and maybe this missile and all other models that I create in the future, please let me know, and I will create some kind of script to show part of the modeling, and also tell you the story behind that model. That's all. We're going to, this Sunday I'll try to upload the second clip as a short of the video of the dealing with text in Blender, the video that I already shared with you. In this case, the clip is going to just be about the missing fonts problem. So please give it a like when I upload that. Yes, and that's all. I think just so. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe. That is very important, and it's free, not more than 2 seconds. And see you on Monday for Blender streamings, and tomorrow for gaming streaming nights. So thanks for coming. Thanks for your support. See you in the next one.